tell everybody that this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is, and you're in the world. Hi, welcome back to another one chart lesson. Today we are looking at an old Elton John song called Your Song. I wasn't really intending to do a lot of Elton John material on this channel for no other reason than he's like a real piano guy. But this song, it's apart from being a great song, has some really nice chord voicings that are well worth learning to see how he put together his songs, and how a piano player can play some of these chords. And a lot of it is alternating our bass note in a chord. So what you saw me just do there, and it's a really great song to play fingerstyle because we're not actually doing much strumming. With a piano song like this, he's kind of meandering through those chords, and he will add extra notes as piano players do, but this song sounds really good with single chords just picked or strummed out on a guitar. So let's get started. I'm going to walk you through all these chords as we go through them, rather than give you a whole bunch at the start, because they kind of cascade into one another, and this way we can get stuck into it straight away. The first thing we're going to do is put a capo on our 3rd fret. What this does is it allows us to play these chord voicings in a lot of sort of easier to get to open shapes. But it also allows us to do the piano intro to this song, which I've done hopefully exactly note for note, and you can be the judge of that. But there's sort of common ways that people tend to play this on the guitar, but if you want to do the exact notes, put a capo on your 3rd fret, download your one chart, and have a look at this intro, because it's not that hard and it's a very nice sounding intro. The first thing we do is put down a C chord, and we just walk up through A string, a half note on the D string, onto the G string for a note. Right, so bum, 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 half note on the top E string, and then a full note on the B string. So it sounds like this. Then to the F chord, and we're plucking the D string and the E string, so the 3rd fret D string and the 1st fret E string together. Coming down through the B, then the G strings, back to the E, and then the B. So it's like this. Then what we're doing is we're moving our shape up to 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the D string, and then our 4th fret G string and 3rd fret B string. So it's 5, 4, 3, and you play D, G, D strings, and then the B string, followed by G and D again. So it's. Then the last position, we're going to move up again 2 frets, change our shape, so we've got 7, and when I say 7, I mean 7 up from the capo. Without the capo there, it looks like it's the 10th fret, but the capo on the 3rd fret means that on your tab this will read as 7. I hope that makes sense. So we're 7 on the D, 5 on the G, 6 on the B, and 5 on the E. So your first finger is bowing across those 4 strings, or those 3 strings really. And what we do here is pluck the D and the B strings together, like that, followed by the 5th fret of the G string. So, and then the D string. So, dun, dun, dun. Then the B, then the E string, followed by B, then G. So again, all the way through. Then we move into the chords proper. C to start with, easy, easy start. It's a little bit funny. F major 7, which is an F with that open E string on the top. G, this feeling inside. G down to E minor. A minor, I'm not one of those. Now here's our first altered kind of bass note. We move our third finger from the G string over to the 3rd fret on the E string. And now we've got an A minor 7 slash G. The slash G means the G is the new bass note or bottom note. Then from there, that can easily. Now this is an A minor, back to an A minor full proper chord, but we're adding with our second finger, because this is the easiest way to do it, I think, with your fingers, reaching over to the F sharp, which is the 2nd fret E string. So now you've got an A minor slash F sharp. Finally, D minor slash F. Now, this is our D minor chord now. Normally you'd have that 1st fret E string for a D minor, but we're playing that F note on the bottom E string now. So it's a D minor slash F. That's what we've got on the first line. So I'll run those through again. C, F major 7, G, 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 E minor, A minor 7 slash G, A minor slash F sharp, and D minor slash F. Good so far? Excellent. Next line is C slash G. Now you'll just play that with, instead of having your 3rd finger on the A string, just move it across to the E string 3rd fret and put your pinky where your 3rd finger was, and that's your C slash G. I know it's not much, G, but it's the best. Now this is a G sharp diminished. What we're going to do is we're going to, from our G, right, so we've gone, I know it's not much, and your 3rd finger is still now on that bass note on the E string. Move it up to G sharp on the 4th fret, put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret A string, play an open D string, 4th fret G string with your pinky. So it's 4, 2, 0, 4. That's a G sharp diminished, but it's the best I can do, to an A minor. Then a C, my gift is my D minor 7 song, and add the 3rd fret D string there to turn it into an F. This one's for you. Turning it into a G. Now this is the first time we go through this verse. You'll see we've got this little bracket with a 1. That means first ending. So the first time we go through this whole section, which is bound by repeat signs, we finish on G for 2 bars. And they do a little G sus4, which you can do that way. Or if you're here, you can just move this finger across to the A string 3rd fret and back again. Whatever you find easier and whatever sounds better. If you do that, just make sure you don't play that open E string on the bottom. Then we hit the repeat sign and we go back to the start, play through all those chords again, but when you get to the 2nd ending this time, on the outside of the repeat sign, it's just a C. And then we move into the chorus, which is a G slash B. Now this means a G, take away that bottom E string, and now your B note on the 2nd fret A string is your lowest note. So that's a G slash B. And you can tell everybody, A minor, D minor 7, this is your song, to F, back to G slash B again. It may be quite simple, but same 4 chords. Now that it's done. Now we're doing those descending A minor chords again. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words. Now we do a C/E, which is basically just a C chord, and you're playing your open string as well. How wonderful. Then F, and it sounds best if you do a bar chord F, so you get that bass note going from the E to the F, but you can play a normal F. How wonderful life is. Another F. Now you're in the world. Then we hit this little DS sign. Now DS means del segno if you're not familiar, and that sends you back to, it means to the sign. Segno is the sign, segno is the little kind of funky dollar sign right up at the top of the chart at the start of the intro. So DS means go back to that. And then we're going to do it all the way through again. Through the intro, into another verse, end with the 2 bars of G in that verse, repeat, end with the 2 bars of C, then we're into the chorus again. You can tell everybody, and so on and so forth, through that chorus again, and then at the end, you're doing, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is. Now you're in the world. And the coda is that again. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful, and it slows down there, wonderful life is. Now you're in the world. And then we move into that intro again. And that's the whole song. It's a really nice way of investigating and learning some new chord voicings, like I said, and it's a classic song as well. If you're ever playing that in front of people, they will just go bananas if you don't muck it up too badly. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I thank you again for watching and for all the support, the subscriptions, the likes, the comments. I love to hear from everyone, to hear how you're going with these lessons. Please feel free to get in touch anytime you want. Thanks again. Bye.